Hello, and welcome to the 108th edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, and I'm coming to you live here poolside from Casa de Bruckert, where we're filming a lot of our videos now, since a lot of the breweries are closed or at limited capacity. So today, we're going to be trying another Abita beer, the Purple Haze, which is a raspberry lager, or a raspberry wheat lager, because they do use the wheat in this. So we should get a combination of this. It falls into the fruit and field category, so because they do add the puree to it. So as we pour this, you're going to see a like pinkish, purplish color. Now this beer clocks in at only 4.2% alcohol by volume, so it's not going to be a boozy beer. This is one you could drink all day if you had the right alcohol temperament, we might say. But kind of a cool can if you want to check that out. Kind of cool, Purple Haze. And I do like Jimi Hendrix, so I'm kind of a fan of the name. So everything about the beer I like. I like raspberries. I like wheat. I like lagers. So you would think it would be a very good beer. So I've had this beer before. It's been a long time since I've had it. The beer only clocks in at like 76 out of 100, which would make it an okay beer. Okay, so let's taste it and see. Let's start off. They do use a type of hops called, I think it's Vanguard hops in this beer. Oh, now right off the bat, you're getting a raspberry smell. And because they do use raspberry puree in this beer, so they make a good lager, and then they add raspberry puree to, you know, sweeten it up, smooth it out. The key is the balancing between that. And then you also throw in the hops, so you get a hop factor in there. So it's an interesting combination with fruit, lager, and wheat and hops. So should be a very interesting beer here. And like I said, I've had this before, but it has been a while, so it's kind of like I'm drinking it for the first time. Now, besides the raspberry, when you smell it, you are getting a smell of the malt. So it's going to be a malty, hoppy, sweet beer. So it's like kind of a little bit of everything that they throw into this beer. So let's go ahead and give it an official taste test. Now, I'm going to say something about the beer. It's not bad. It's actually a very drinkable beer. Probably wouldn't be something that I personally would drink every day, but it's so light and refreshing. If you wanted a nice poolside type beer, this could be right up your alley. If you like a little bit sweeter, light, refreshing beer by the poolside, this could be your beer. Because it is enjoyable. It's enjoyable to drink, and I'm going to keep drinking it. But the thing you taste the most is the raspberries, but it's not a super sweet raspberry. You know how, like, the difference between if you get like a raspberry puree on a dessert or something like that, or if you're just eating fresh raspberries, I would say this has more of the fresh raspberry taste than the raspberry on top of a topping on a dessert. So it's not overly sweet, which is good because I don't like overly sweet beers. But it does have a certain sweetness to it, which is why I wouldn't drink it probably myself on a regular basis, because I like more of the beer flavor than the other parts, the fruit and stuff like that. I mean, I do like fruit in my beer, but usually it's more in the IPA, the tropical fruit type flavors that you get from the hops in the IPA. But this is a good beer. I could imagine a lot of people would love this beer, especially sitting around by the poolside. So don't think I'm saying bad things about it, because it is actually a very tasty beer. And on a hot summer day like today, it is hitting the spot. It really, truly is. So make sure you check out. Abita's got a lot of good beers. I think the last beer issues editions we did, I think we did another Abita beer, the Andigator, which was a really good one. So make sure you check out. If you're in Louisiana, check it out. If you're not, you can buy this pretty much at most grocery stores, or you might have to go to a little bit more specialty liquor store. But I got this at Publix. They actually were selling them in 6-packs or singles. So I bought singles because I've had all these before, but I figured new beer issues to talk about different beers, I'd grab them. But make sure that if you've enjoyed and learned anything about this beer or any other beers that we've talked about, make sure you tell your friends. And make sure they tell their friends until everybody knows how much fun we're having drinking and talking about beer on Beer Issues. If you like cool gear like the Beer Issues t-shirt, obviously right here, or, well, I'm not wearing my Beer Issues hat, but if you want any cool Beer Issues gear so you can wear and style around town in, go to shop.beerissues.com. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.